I was very privileged to go to a junior school called Carmel. Now, Carmel is a school founded by people of the Jewish faith. Now, I can hear some of you already asking, why is this brother attending a school for people of the Jewish faith? Well, simply, it was an excellent school, and my father was serious about his kids getting a great education. So in addition to getting an excellent education, we were taught Hebrew, for instance. We celebrated festivals like Hanukkah and Purim. I loved it. All around, it was a very diverse and inclusive setup. Before I attended Carmel, I'd been to a boarding school called Reps. Now, Reps was a private boys-only preparatory school in the bush. We had a very clear hierarchy at Reps as the boys. If you were good at sport, if you could fight, you're at the top of that hierarchy. Everyone else was below that. When I moved to Carmel, the contrast was shocking. At Carmel, if you want to be a prefect, you had to be an all-rounder. Excellent at academic subjects, great at sport, and successful at cultural activities. Things like drama, public speaking, choir. If you failed at any one of these, you weren't prefect material. Now at Reps, I was consistently in the top 5 academically in my class out of 26 boys. I got to Carmel, and after the first term, I was ranked 20 out of 23. Absolutely shocking. I fared much better on the sports field and in cultural pursuits, but my chances of becoming a prefect were absolutely non-existent due to my poor academic performance. Even to this day, I remember those Jewish parents. They would passionately support their kids at school events, be it soccer, be it drama, whatever. It made all of us highly competitive in a great way. Now, one of my classmates was a fellow called Mehboob. Interestingly, his family had migrated from Pakistan, so they were people of the Islamic faith who were at a Jewish school. Now, Mehboob was a genius. In class, he was one of the top 5 students. I remember Mehboob, Zandile Slavangana, Robert Barron, Melissa Ray, Mirav Grua. Mirav broke my heart, but that's another story. They made up this unholy alliance of the top 5 most intelligent students in the class. It was virtually impossible to break into their ranks. Anyway, like me, Mehboob also wanted to be a prefect, but he was limited in terms of his natural talent on the sports field. Now, that's a kind way of saying he was a bit of a nerd. But one thing Mehboob had going for him was that he had fire in his belly. He had a certain killer instinct. I remember one week at basketball, I took my foot off the accelerator when we were practicing. I wasn't focused. I wasn't applying myself like I should. Enter Mehboob. He killed me during that practice match. So much so that I was dropped from the basketball team for 3 weeks. I had to earn my place back in the team against Mehboob, and it was a tough fight. But I still hadn't learned my lesson. A few months later on the cricket team, I was meant to be the number 5 batsman. Batting number 5, it's important to hold the innings together, protect your wicket, ensure stability. But this is the mid-1980s, and I'd been watching the West Indies, Viv Richards. I wanted to be a glory boy, do some fancy shots. I lost my wicket twice due to the silliness. I got dropped from the cricket team. And guess who stepped in? You guessed it right, Mehboob. He gave them 4 weeks of consistent, grinding performance. I only got back into the team when one of my classmates fell sick with chickenpox. So what's the moral of this story? 2 points. First, if you have talent, but you become complacent, someone is going to eat your lunch. There'll be a Mehboob who has fire in his belly. And your Mehboob's passion and dedication is going to beat your talent. Second point, Mehboob had a killer instinct. He knew what he wanted, and he was always looking for a gap, a chance to get in and crack it. In business, in life, we need to play by the rules, but we also need a killer instinct. We can't be shy about that. It could be a killer instinct to make money, a killer instinct to be the best, a killer instinct to compete. That edge, that competitiveness, it's important. It brings out the best in you and it brings out the best in others. Now, I don't know where Mehboob is today. He's probably heading up the technical function at SpaceX, maybe even at Virgin Galactic, something grand and fancy like that. As an interesting aside, Mehboob is actually an Arabic name. It means a friend or it means a lover. In Shona would say Shamwari or Muniwa. In Zulu or Ndebele, maybe it's Tando. But wherever you are, Mehboob, thank you for the lessons. I've never forgotten them. Salamu alaikum.